Right, so the D23 expo was yesterday, and there was the first Disney and Marvel games showcase, really, and it was interesting because there was a lot of stuff shown, but only really a couple things that piqued my interest. Obviously, Midnight Suns has kind of always been there since it was revealed, and it was one of those things where it's like, this is a game that I'm definitely going to be playing, and the whole XCOM similarities and everything, it looks like my cup of tea through and through. There's Star Wars stuff that I'm interested in. Jedi Survivor, I've only just started getting into Fallen Order, and that game is great. That game is so great. It's so good. It's weird seeing the Joker as like the main lead hero, but you know, it's cool. It's fine. I'm glad he has something to do. But yeah, I'm interested in that. There was a lot of stuff for mobile game showcases. Like there was a thing to do with Red Hulk being dropped in Strike Force, which, I mean, I play that game. I don't really follow the all of the updates, but hey, Hulk stuff in a mobile game, that's cool, I guess. An Apocalypse. But I don't think a lot of people really care about mobile stuff, and they even made a thing about it in the expo. They were like, I know you came here to hear about all of the new releases, so here's something to get you hyped. And there's Alien stuff coming. There's two Avatar games, like the Pandora thing. It's all Pandora things. I still haven't seen the first Avatar. I'm not excited to see the second one either. But, you know, the fact that that's is trying to become a massive franchise is interesting, because I thought the general consensus was that the first one was pretty, but overall kind of average. It's like all style, no substance. I need to watch it still, but yeah, I haven't heard that it's like the best thing since sliced bread. I've heard that it's very much all style, no substance. But yeah, I mean, my kind of cup of tea when it comes to movies is that, so you know, I might enjoy it. Other stuff, because I'm saving the big thing for last. They announced a Tron game, which I'm excited for. It only showed that it was going to be on Steam, but maybe they're working out what it's going to be on. Fucking Marvel-based Pokemon Go game, made by the people who made Pokemon Go, and it looks like you're going to be walking around collecting superheroes, which is a weird concept. Like, who thought that was an idea? And you look at who's making it, and you're like, yeah, that tracks. That seems about right. It feels weird to me that even exists. We live in a world where people are making games that are basically just real life walking. They're just like real life walking simulators. That feels weird to me. Like, why is this a genre of game? But you know, there's gonna be people that like it, and it probably will get more nerds into exercising and into walking. So that's a thing. But you also have the big problem of these are games that are very dangerous if you think about it, because most of the player base is going to be young kids, right? I don't think there's going to be very many people in their in their like late teens or over playing Marvel World of Heroes, whatever it's called, or Pokemon Go. I don't think there's very many people that do that, and if they are, then more power to them. Because I had my phase of Pokemon Go. I'm through it now because fuck going outside. But the issue with something like a Pokemon Go or something like that is it's like a very easy tool and a very open tool for predators to use, and that's very dangerous, I think, because you're trapping this very young target demographic, and anything with a very young target demographic immediately puts a child in danger, especially when it is encouraging exploration, like real world exploration. It is putting children in danger, and that's where I kind of question the moral decision around it, when you have so many issues when Pokemon Go first came out of that. Why anyone would try and hit that bud again, I don't know why. I don't know why anyone would try and do that. So, and the fact that a Marvel themed version will hit an even younger audience. I worry about some of the stories that I would hear about people playing that game when it comes out. You then have the issues of people being aware of their surroundings and everything. It's a whole thing. I don't like games like that. I don't think it's smart. I don't think it's a good thing to really promote, to be honest. And then we have the thing that I actively got really hype about, the most exciting thing from this half an hour reveal, a Captain America and Black Panther team up game, which is going to be on consoles. It's not a mobile thing. It's like a fully AAA thing, and it feels like it's going to be basically like a comic book miniseries, but translated into a video game. 4 playable characters. I think the only 2 that anyone's really going to be paying attention to is Cap and Black Panther. The other 2, I think, are Bucky pre-Winter Soldier. No one cares about Bucky pre-Winter Soldier. He's not even dressed like Bucky. He's dressed as like a random soldier. So I don't think anyone's really going to be excited about that, unless if they give him the comic book Bucky suit in a later trailer. And then you've got Okoye or a random member of the Dora Milaje. If it's not Okoye, then missed opportunity. But you've also got the thing of this game's taking place in World War II, so Okoye wouldn't have been born yet. So who is that random member of the Dora Milaje that you're going to be playing as? Because are you gonna retcon it that Okoye is X amount of years old, is the member of the Dora Milaje then, and then the member of the Dora Milaje when Cap wakes up from being melted out of the ice is her descendant? That would be interesting. I don't know why I'm putting so much thought into it. It's like a 15-second trailer, and it literally just shows Cap's shield and Black Panther standing in a hallway, and it's like a Hydra logo. So I don't really know what the game's going to be about. It's set in World War II. You're going to be going through I assume New York and Wakanda and several other areas as well, hopefully. But yeah, it genuinely looks interesting. It's the most interesting thing that got revealed from this showcase, this expo. For me personally, that's like the thing that I'm gravitating towards, because there wasn't any like new stuff for Spider-Man 2. There wasn't any like new stuff shown for Wolverine. There wasn't any Avengers news, which I was confused about, because you would think that D23 would be the time when you either confirm, or where you confirm whether Embrace is going to continue supporting the game or whether it's going to shut down. You would think that would be the case, because that's the big question on every Avengers player's lips: is the game gone? Is the game gone, or is the game alive again? And if it's alive again, show us stuff that you're working on, or give us a trailer for a character that's going to get us hype, like Captain Marvel, or like give us like a trailer for a villain that you've got coming. Like, you have apparently Ultron in the pipeline. Show us Ultron. Like, Black Panther, when you released Black Panther, or when you showed off Black Panther, it broke. Well, it didn't break the internet, but it got hype. It generated hype. And I just don't understand why you wouldn't use D23's Disney and Marvel Games Expo to show off what you've got in the pipeline, unless you're going to do it in a later stage. Like, I assume the next PlayStation thing is going to be showing off Spider-Man and Wolverine. So, and there's no like Square Enix Presents stuff for Avengers anymore, because Avengers isn't Square Enix. So I don't know what big event they're gonna do any showing off for Avengers. I don't even know what they would show off, because they're going against the story-driven stuff, which I think is so stupid, because you have nothing to generate hype for your game anymore with that. Like, what are you going to show off at an expo now for the next update? Oh yeah, we're going to show off a little bit of Cloning Labs, and then people are going to be like, what the fuck is this? Four Abominations? Fuck that. That looks garbage. Like, for anyone outside of the zeitgeist for that, they're not going to know what's going on. They're not going to give a shit. Like, you can't sell a game to casual gamers on the promise of raids, on the promise of endgame content. You can't sell an Avengers game on endgame content, because that doesn't generate hype. You can sell a game on a really cool villain. You can sell a game on a really cool hero. Those are the two things you can get, the normies with. And by the normies, I mean people who just like playing Marvel games for the sake of, because it's a Marvel game. And that's how you'll bring people in. You'll bring people in with Scarlet Witch. You'll bring people in with Doctor Strange. You'll bring people in with, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Inhumans. I've been saying go away from doing all of the other teams. Bring them in, because they're the only things that you've got now that's going to generate hype, because you fucked up Spider-Man. You did the criminal thing of fucking up Spider-Man. But anyways, this wasn't meant to be another Avengers talking video. There are other games that have been like rumored and talked about that weren't confirmed here, that weren't like even mentioned here, like a Fantastic Four game that's kind of interesting. And, like, why wouldn't you mention it? Yeah, that's about it. I know there was some cool Disney stuff that got shown. Like, they're doing re-releases of all the SNES games, like Gargoyles, Jungle Book, Aladdin, Lion King. They're doing re-releases of those. They've got like a Rayman style Mickey Mouse game that looks really fun, but it's only on Switch, so can't do much about that. They've got a kart racer, a Disney kart racer, which looks like a lot of fun, but it will probably only be on Switch, so we've got a like an Animal Crossing style Disney game, which looks interesting, not my kind of thing, but it looks okay. I'm more interested in the re-releases of the SNES games, because those are the ones I can actually play. Everything else, and Disney Mirrorverse, people like to crap on mobile games, but that's one that I think is genuinely okay. Like, it's not going to blow your socks off, but it's genuinely like a lot of fun. So that's like the only thing that got me like really hype. And apparently there's something to do with like Hades, so I'm thinking hopefully a raid boss of some kind. That would be fun. But anyways, D23 Disney and Marvel Games Expo. I liked what I saw. It was 90% mobile games, and a lot of it was stuff that I either can't play or I'm not really that interested in. Like an Aliens thing. I don't know how interested I would be in an Aliens thing. Avatar, I don't really have much care about the franchise. The Captain America Black Panther game, that's got my interest. Midnight Suns, it's got a 100% definite date. Marvel Snap, whatever. Disney Mirrorverse, I'm okay with that. The Skywalker Saga getting new characters, whatever. Jedi Survivor looks okay, it looks good, and if it's anything as good as Fallen Order, then yeah, that's a definite play. Everything else is just kind of like swept under the rug. I want to hear more. I want to have confirmation about Avengers, because that's what my whole bread and butter is. I want to know more about Spider-Man. I want to know something about Wolverine. So yeah. Let me know in the comments below if you watched the Disney and Marvel Games Showcase or Games Expo, what you're looking forward to, what you're hyped for, what you're not hyped for, and let me know what you are looking forward to in the future of Marvel games. Like, what do you think Wolverine's going to be about? What characters do you think are going to be showing up in Spider-Man 2? And give me a random Marvel character that you want a video game for. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys on my Twitch as well. See you guys then. Peace.